Hi there, I hope you're all doing well. This week I get one of these Stalkers painted up from the Stalker board game. While I am painting this specific model, all of the Stalkers are pretty much going to be the same colour scheme and the same style. It will just be different factions that are actually going to have some variety into the minis. To start off, I primed him black and I get the underlayer done and the hood with a base coat of leather brown. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You can also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been hobbying on, or just hang out and chat. I hope you enjoy the video and find it useful. With the base coat all dry, I get the mid-tone started by mixing in some temple stone to that leather brown. Covering a good chunk again, I just leave the areas facing downwards and some of the deeper recesses the darker tone. This colour combination is a bit weird though, it works, but temple stone is a very desaturated tan colour that I wouldn't normally use to mix with an ochre. Giving these areas a quick highlight, I mixed in some more temple stone and brought up the edges and the folds, just the larger areas towards the top of the mini as well. I'm not sure what these pieces of clothing are called. All of the top protective layer gets a base coat of dark green grey. I could have done the vest in this colour as well. It looks like a distinct piece of clothing, so I want that to be something different. Since the green is already pretty desaturated, adding in some sand yellow works perfectly to get that mid-tone in. It also helps that yellow is the perfect colour for highlighting green. All of the edges and the areas facing upwards are now highlighted using some more sand yellow in the mix. A fair bit of this colour is on the top of the arms where the direct sunlight will be coming from above. With the protective layer finished, I can get the vest and the reinforced pads started with a base coat of Gung-Ho green. Pushing up the mid-tone, I use sand yellow to push up the Gung-Ho green across most of the pads and the vest again, leaving that darker green in the recesses and the shadows. These areas are then finished off with some more sand yellow in the mix, just across the tops of the raised parts and the edges on the joints on the vest. I move on to the longest part now, using charred brown to base coat all of these straps and the belts. Which doesn't sound so bad, but all of the areas around these and the belts have already been painted. It would be a pain to fix them, so I'm just going to take my time on this step anyway and just make sure I don't mess up. As with the last couple of colours, I used sand yellow again to mix in the charred brown, bringing in some of the midtones around the belts. All of the upper edges are then finished off with some more sand yellow mixed in, focusing it almost entirely on the edges facing upwards, unless they are exposed enough in the light to be something more. That is all of the clothing finished up, so next I grabbed ash grey and base coated his beard, mask and the concrete on the base. Keeping things consistent, I mixed in some more sand yellow into the ash grey and added a highlight onto the mask and the rubble around the concrete. I probably could have added a highlight to the beard, but it's such a small area that I think a highlight would actually look a bit weird if I added it in. That was the end of the grey. Adding more would tint the area too far into the yellow, so next up I base coat all of the exposed skin with Barbarian Brawn. Normally for skin, I'll use a lighter skin tone. Instead, I tried adding some sand yellow into that Barbarian Brawn to get the mid-tone added in. I think mixing the sand yellow worked in well, so the final highlight is some more sand yellow added to that mix, just bringing up the sharper features on the faces and the hands. This colour is also used on the filters of the mask just to make them stand out a little bit. All of the metal parts now get a quick once over with Dwarven iron. This is a nice dark silver that makes these parts stand out but also look a little old and worn. Finishing off this mini, I thinned down some light tone wash fairly heavily and went over the entire mini. This just darkens down those recesses and gives everything a bit of a grimy look, as if he's been in the zone for a while now. And that would be it for the Stalker. I like how he came out. I want all of these Stalkers done in the same style now, just mixing up the colours on where they are, just so they look a bit more cobbled together. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You can also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been hobbying on, or just hang out and chat. For those of you who want to pick up some painting supplies or some new minis, there are a couple of affiliate links in the description below. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. If you did, drop the likes and subscribe for more content. Most importantly though, be kind to each other.